Thanksgiving. I just wanted y'all to see my face. Some of y'all are worried, been texting, been calling, been hitting up everybody that works with me and for me, asking am I okay. The first thing I want to say to y'all is to the Washington Post, New York Times, TMZ, the Shade Room, the Daily Mail, all of the real journalists, the AJC here in Atlanta, to all of the real journalists. I respect bloggers. I respect people who do stories on YouTube, and people that, have whatever news feeds. But I want to say thank you to all of the real journalists who have been actually doing investigative journalism pertaining to what's going on with this divorce. As of 2 days ago, we have now filed paperwork to get this judge removed from my case once again, because we were supposed to be in court on Wednesday to have a hearing about the $450,000 legal fees that he's still trying to stick me with. And instead of us doing a hearing, which we were scheduled to do, we woke up on Tuesday to find out that not only did he cancel the hearing, but he's already made a judgment that I owe $450,000 in legal fees that's supposed to go to one of 3 law firms that Samantha has hired. Anybody notice how quiet Samantha has gotten? Anybody notice that all of her followers on Instagram and Facebook has all plummeted and dropped? You know why that happened? Not because of me, because I've been telling the truth the whole time. And when she did her interview telling the world that she has regrets about filing for divorce because 2 people was in her ear, when she actually had at least 7 first ladies, women of God, very married, in her ear when she was going through whatever it is that she was going through, and she decided to file for divorce anyway. Why did she file for divorce? Not because we were having any real problems that was worth her filing, because she wants the bag. And while she's running around here throwing Jesus around, Bible verses, putting up these fake ass videos talking about how to spot a gold digger, what's this and what's that, playing on single mothers, playing on women that were actually married and going in abusive actual marriages, trying to play on domestic violence, doing all this goofy ass shit, playing on people's emotions. The truth is out. And when the truth is out, it doesn't matter how you feel about me. You might not like me, but I'm always going to tell the truth. And I'm not in this to play victim, gaslight, manipulate. I actually don't care about who likes me. God has put me in a position to tell the truth. There is a very public man who happens to be a very public judge. His name is Kevin M. Farmer. This man is a racist. This man has aggressive, biased, egregious, and abusive power. Everything about this man. He is not supposed to be a sitting judge. Any black man, black lawyer, black woman that gets in front of this man, there has been years and years of reports and history of the man's conduct. We already know how vulnerable it is to go through a divorce. And then when you finally get to court, after getting all of your proof and evidence and receipts and paper trail together pertaining to your case, if somebody is lying over and over and over under penalty of perjury, they're putting lies in court documents. There's supposed to be repercussions for this. But when you finally show up to court and you're ready to have your day in court, as soon as you start talking and you open your mouth, Judge Farmer is shutting you down, telling you to shut up, threatening to put you in jail because you're there to actually have your just due process in court. He didn't just do it to me. He didn't just do it to my black attorney named Tanya Mitchell Graham. He does it to everybody. So now, this is the second time we are trying to get this man thrown off the bench. So I want you to click the link in my Instagram bio. Listen to me, for all of my followers. If you have a friend, a cousin, or somebody that you have any kind of a relationship with, evil will continue to be evil as long as evil can exist when no one's watching. You know what the beautiful of social media is? The social media has given us a voice, given us an opportunity to shed light on illegal injustices. And I want y'all to know, I never came into this divorce trial to win. I wanted to be married for the rest of my life. I came into this thing to seek justice. I have a prenuptial agreement in place for a reason. She filed for divorce. All of the money that I was supposed to give her in my prenuptial agreement, I gave it to her. Everything that I was supposed to do on behalf of my child, I have done it. This judge is abusing his power. He is literally making shit up along the way and dropping it on me. Did y'all know that I'm paying my daughter in LA child support, $10,690 a month in child support? Did y'all know that Judge Farmer decided, because you're giving your child in LA $10,690, we're going to go ahead and bring that same child support number from California and give it to your child that lives here in Atlanta. The cost of living in Atlanta is not even in the top 35. My daughter in LA is 16. My daughter in Atlanta is only 5. And her mother makes over $170,000 a year. I don't need y'all to care about my specific divorce. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that someone knows how to abuse their power. Now, it's also been said from a news journalist. A news journalist just recently did an article, and the article speaks to collusion. What is collusion? It means that the judge is literally working in conjunction with Samantha's attorneys. They're like buddies tag teaming me and doing everything imaginable to fuck me up. Collusion, that is illegal. So when you click the link in my Instagram bio, you're going to see right there in plain sight. I don't need y'all to like me. I don't need y'all to agree. As a matter of fact, I love when people are like, man, it must be you. It must be you, Tyrese, because you always out here playing victim. No, I'm always out here telling the truth. I never came into this thing to win. I never came in this thing to have things to work in my favor. I am a tax-paying U.S. citizen, and I deserve a fair shot at a fair trial in court like everybody else. We deserve to be able to present our proof and evidence and have our day in court, our just due process. Every time we open our mouth, he cuts us off. Every time they start speaking on Samantha's side, they can ramble for 45 fucking minutes and never get cut off. Soon as I open my mouth, soon as my attorney opens her mouth, we get cut off. I want you to click the link in my Instagram bio. Every news journalist, from the New York Times, New York Post, the Daily Mail, Washington Post, I want you guys to I want you to tag the best journalist from all of these news outlets. And I don't want you to believe what it is that I'm saying, because this is what I'm saying. I want you to see it for yourself. The link in my Instagram bio highlights everything. The transcripts, the injustices, the inconsistencies, and everything about what this man's conduct has been since we started this journey, coming up on 3 years now. This woman filed for divorce August 2020. It's now November 2023, and the divorce has still yet to be wrapped up. Have you guys noticed how quiet Samantha has gotten? Have you noticed all of her Instagram and her Facebook followers that's dropped? Because everybody can see through her bullshit. Everybody can see the truth. Clicked the link in my Instagram bio. There is a WeTransfer file, and I want you to download it. I don't care if you're a regular civilian. I don't care if you have a background in law, if you're college educated, or you're a regular dude right now in high school. Everybody can read the full breakdown of everything that's going on with this case. And I want y'all to know that I got a lot of things going on in my life. The last thing I want to do is keep this energy around this judge and this injustice happening. I want it to be over with. I got a prenuptial agreement done in place for a reason. Click the link in my Instagram bio right now. Please, I'm begging you. And I want you to tag every news journalist. I don't care if it's a local news. I don't care if it's CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. I want every news journalist there is who has any type of investigative, real news journalism to click the link in my Instagram bio. It's all spelled out. It's right there. Evil will continue to be evil as long as they can do it in the dark. And I want you to know, Mr. Gleckman, Samantha's attorney, Mr. Gleckman, we want to see your text messages, sir. We want to see your emails, sir. You and Judge Farmer, y'all doing all them phone calls, texting each other, tag teaming this case. That's called collusion, sir. An attorney cannot be working in conjunction with a sitting judge. That's called collusion, sir. We want everything, transparency. All of the judges that are in Fulton County, we are getting everything appealed. I don't want nothing to work in my favor because I'm famous. I don't want nobody to care because I'm a celebrity and I live in a mansion. No one gives a fuck about none of that. I want my just due process, and I want things to be done the right way, handled the right way. Let me give y'all a small little piece, just a small little piece. I don't care if you don't care. I just want you to listen to this. The moment that Samantha filed for divorce, August 2020, my lawyer, Tanya Mitchell-Graham, said to me, you know what? Without a court order in place, without a judgment pertaining to how much you're supposed to pay in child support, I think you should start paying child support right now on your own. I said, really? She said, yes. It's going to make you look like a great father. It's going to mean that you intend to do the right thing. and you're going to start making child support payments right now on your own without having a judge to determine how much you're going to give to your child. I said, okay. Whether you're with me or not, I don't want my child to suffer. I don't want my child to be out here on food stamps, living under county checks, getting WIC vouchers, and living in poverty. Her mother is a very well-educated woman. She's got multiple degrees. She is a social worker. She's been upgraded to an LCSW, which stands for Licensed Clinical Social Worker. And she makes well over $100,000 a year. She's on social media. She's selling meal plans and waist trainers and doing whatever the fuck she's doing to get money. Congratulations to you, boo-boo. As far as I'm concerned, the actual needs of our child are beyond met. The actual needs of Soraya, our daughter, are beyond met. So for 2 straight years, I'm giving my daughter $2,700 a month without a court order. No judge made a judgment. I did it on my own. When we finally go to court, after paying child support on my own for 2 straight years, this motherfucker looks up what my child support payment is in California for my 16-year-old. And he says, on record, got the transcripts, since you're giving your child in California $10,690 a year, you're going to start giving your daughter in Atlanta $10,690 a year. And not only did he say we're going to start from this point on, but he said you decided on your own to start giving your daughter $2,700 a month from 2 years ago. We're going to go backwards, retroactively go backwards. That's the proper term for those that don't know. That's when somebody says, oh, you were paying $2,700 2 years ago on your own, just being a great father to make sure that your daughter is okay. We're going to turn your $2,700 into $10,690 from 2 years ago. Really, Judge Kevin M. Farmer? That's what we're doing? My daughter was 1 year old at the time. My tax returns and everything about what that was back then, I was in no position to pay $10,690 from 2 years ago. I did $2,700 because I'm a great father. He said, I'm glad you jumped out there with your $2,700. We're going to turn your $2,700 into $10,690. And then you have to pay her all one lump sum of the $10,690. Really? Atlanta is not even in the top 35 as far as most expensive cities to live in. In what world does a 1-year-old that's now a 5-year-old need $10,690 for survival when the mother is making $175,000 a year on her own? I want to believe, and any man, woman, and child should believe, that the actual needs of the child are beyond met. I know what it is. I'm a black man. I'm successful. I'm an alpha. You're using your power as a judge to fuck my life up. Samantha left me. She accused me of kicking her and the child out, changing the locks, cutting off the credit cards, putting her out to the streets. All lies under penalty of perjury. And you let her do it because you're in collusion. You're working in conjunction with a man named Glickman. All of the lawyers in the city of Atlanta are all banding together. Other law firms are all reaching out and all putting their paperwork together in conjunction with Tanya Mitchell Graham because they know that irregardless of what side you're on, what Kevin M. Farmer is doing is wrong. It's egregious. It's illegal. He is literally making shit up along the way. I don't want y'all to do nothing on behalf of me. I could care less. What he's doing is wrong. It's illegal. It's fucked up. It is abuse of power. And to top it all off, you know what he said to my lawyer? You know what he said to my lawyer and Samantha's attorneys in his private chambers? He said, these were his words, "I wouldn't give a fuck if she's a gold-digging bitch." He said, "Tanya, you need to go out there and put your foot on your client's neck and get him to shut the fuck up, or I'm going to put him in jail." You're going to put me in jail because we're actually in court to try and testify and actually have our just due process in court? You want my lawyer in the world of George Floyd, who had an officer to put his knee on a black man's neck and murder him? You're going to tell a black woman to go out there and put your foot on your client's neck and get him to shut the fuck up? Or you're going to throw me in jail? Because we're just simply trying to present our proof, our evidence, and our just due process? You think I want to be in court, Judge Farmer? You think I want to go through a divorce? You think I want to deal with this shit? Any of it? I'm almost at $1 million. You've done a great job of putting money in your lawyer's pockets. It's all a game, right, Mr. Farmer? And you've done this to everybody who comes in your courtroom. Every black woman who is successful and making money, who's going through a divorce, you stick it to her. Every black man that comes in, you stick it to her. Every black lawyer, whether it's a black woman or black man, you stick it to them. You opened up your court hearing by saying these words. You can waste time all you want, Tanya Mitchell Graham. I already know what I'm going to do in this case. How do you already know what you're going to do in this case when we haven't even had an opportunity to present our case? How do you tell me I'm guilty before we even have our just due process in the courtroom? And you went on record and said these words. Listen, if you want to present, you want to bring witnesses up, you want to try and dissect the proof and the evidence and all of the inconsistencies from the Gleckman, this and that. First, they wanted to do a trial with a judge and a jury. Then at the last minute, they pulled the plug on the trial with the jury. Why did you do that? Collusion. The judge told you, Gleckman, I got you. You don't even need to do a trial with a jury. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. I'm going to make sure that we crack this prenup. I'm going to make sure that every time Tanya Mitchell Graham tries to open her mouth and say anything in this courtroom, I cut her off. I stop him in the middle of his testimony. And then the last time I was in the courtroom, you know what this man says to me? He says to me, "Do you know what it's like for you to be on the internet mentioning my name, going viral? You know what that's like?" I said, "Excuse me, sir, can I speak?" He said, "Yes." I said, "The reason you went viral is because when the cameras was rolling in the courtroom, every time either my lawyer, Tanya Mitchell Graham, or myself tried to speak and simply answer a question, you kept cutting me off. And then you threatened to throw me in jail while we were simply trying to get through our just due legal rights process. The outcome of the case does not have to work in my favor, sir. We are here to get through our just due process. Kevin M. Farmer, you went viral because of your conduct while the cameras was rolling. And then you know what else? To top it all off. Oh, man. Oh, this is the biggest part. Oh, man. Now, listen, I'm not even from Atlanta. But when my lawyer told me this, I mean, it was like, pow, my mind was blown. You know what he did? He sealed the court documents. He sealed it. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let me explain it. Listen, man, I'm a black man. I got it. Every time you go to court, anytime you walk in a courtroom, it's been said, it's been proven that things don't tend to work in the favor of the father when it comes to family courts. And when you in a criminal setting, you definitely ain't gonna have shit to work in your favor. This is common fucking knowledge. It's nothing new. After this man said and did everything that he did in this courtroom, he illegally sealed our court documents. And I said to my lawyer, Tanya, I said, what do you mean he illegal? He's like, yeah, he wanted to cover his tracks because of his conduct in the courtroom. Everything that he said, everything that he did, every time we tried to talk and present and do anything with our just due process, we got cut off. As soon as her lawyers start talking, they can talk for 45 minutes. Soon as I open my mouth, soon as she open her mouth, we get cut off every single time. And then he threatened at least 3 times to throw me in jail. So when I say he illegally sealed the documents, this is what Tanya said. She said, in order for the court documents to be sealed, I, as your attorney, have to make a request to seal the documents. Or Samantha's attorneys have to make a request to seal the documents. And then after one or the other side make a request to seal the documents, then we're supposed to have a hearing and see if the judge agrees to seal the documents. Oh, no. But Kevin M. Farmer says, I'm a racist, egregious, abusive man. And I need to seal these documents right now because I don't want nobody to see what I've done and how I've conducted myself as a sitting judge. And how do you cover your tracks? You seal it. So we have a woman that is appealing everything. We have everything dissected. We have kept track of everything. We have been so anal, so meticulous, so detailed about everything, every step of the way pertaining to Gleckman, the 3 law firms that Samantha has hired, and Judge Kevin M. Farmer. And I don't need y'all to believe me. I just need you to click the link in my Instagram bio. It's all there. New York Times, New York Post, Washington Post, Atlanta Journal, Constitution, all of the real journalists, investigative real journalists, all of the judges. If you know anybody in the appeals courts, send them this video. Have them to click the link in my Instagram bio. Everything is there. All of the court documents trying to get him thrown off the bench the first time and the second time, which just happened a couple of days ago. I don't want to win. I just want my legal rights to not be violated, disrespected. This is evil. This is racist. This is bias. And Tanya Mitchell Graham, who has been a very powerful and successful attorney, well over 30 years in this city. She, along with everybody else who is aware of what's going on, they have never, ever experienced anything like this in Fulton County. I know it's Thanksgiving, y'all, but this is hot off the press, fresh. Samantha, almost $1 million of my hard-earned money is all over the place. We had a prenuptial agreement that says that if you want to leave me or I want to leave you, everything about what you get and everything that I get to keep was already established. until we get in collusion with Judge Kevin M. Farmer and your attorney, Mr. Gleckman, and all of the other attorneys. And y'all can look up their names. You know, the beautiful thing about being a public officer, all of these names are all public knowledge. Hey, I wanted to be married for the rest of my life. Never cheated, never physically abused this woman, never did anything. Everybody fights, everybody argues, everybody has challenges in their marriage. That's life. But it's not supposed to be going down like this. Yep, collusion. Y'all have heard that word. Donald Trump made it famous. Collusion. Collusion. Please tag every press, media, journalist, news outlet. If you have YouTube videos, you have my permission to put this video up. You have my permission to grab the link in my Instagram bio and go up and down and point out. You know how y'all be on TikTok, you know, with the shit in the background? Go ahead and point it all out. It's all there. My lawyer and her law firm has done an incredible job with tracking everything in real time. Thank you, Jesus, for what is already done. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the strength, the voice, and the know-how. I know how it all looks. I know some of you guys would say, well, if you be quiet, all of this will work in your favor. Sometimes God will give you an assignment to speak up and speak out about things that matter. This is nothing new for me. I'm not some random social media civil rights activist. I was born in Martin Luther King Hospital, December 30th, 1978, in Watts. I was born into civil unrest. Dr. Martin Luther King walked the streets of Watts during the Watts riots in 1965. Now I live in Atlanta, Georgia, the Black Mecca, the real Wakanda, the real Zamunda. You don't think I'm going to speak up and speak out about this bullshit? You got me all confused, sir. Samantha, I just sent you a check for $60,000. But that's your last check. It's all being appealed. I will not rest until I seek and I am given justice. And I want you to know, Samantha, Soraya Gibson, that baby right there, she will never be without. As long as I have breath in my body, my baby, our baby, will never be without. Ever. But for Mr. Judge Farmer to try and turn a child support payment into alimony, where they do that at? We had a prenuptial agreement in place for a reason. Click the link in my Instagram bio. Right now. I want you to click the link in my Instagram bio. It's a WeTransfer file. Every